Sorry, guys. Hi, welcome back. I just posted like 10 minutes ago, but here I am because, as I so often do, after I post a video, it's hard for me to kind of decompress from all the information I've just shared. The cases kind of take a toll on me, and so I end up like just kind of I start doing the thing that we all do, right? We scroll, scroll, scroll. But I came across something that I just felt compelled to talk about with you guys. I know that we're still a small community. There's only a little over 800 of us, which honestly, my brain is still mind blowing because to me, I'm like, but I feel like even if there's a small chance that someone that I'm talking to right now sees this and knows something or has seen something and will say something, I have to. This tugged at my heartstrings. So we're just going to watch the TikTok that I watched and we're going to go from there. So, 2 seconds. All right. This is a woman named Nicole Yates. Also, she's a nurse. And this is her first ever TikTok, and it's important. So I need you guys to listen up, pay attention.
Colgate St. Martin. I've never made a TikTok before. I'm sending this out. We're looking for my son, Jonathan. He's been missing since last Sunday. We just want to know that you're okay. Everything is figure-outable. I know the world is really hard right now and people aren't kind, but you are. And the world needs more light like that, so please just call us. Let us know you're okay.
Okay, so I know it's short and it's sweet, but it tugs. That's a mother, and her son is missing, and that is every parent's worst nightmare, without question. So I kind of just wanted to. I went through more TikToks and did a little bit of my own just digging. So just give me 5 minutes, guys. It could mean the world. So again, just on mom's TikTok page here, I just kind of want to go through them and show you guys what we have so far. This is from mom's page, Jonathan DiAgostino, 20 years old. We are looking for our son, Jonathan. He hasn't been seen since Sunday, September 6th, around 6:30 a.m. Last location known was Buttermilk Falls State Park in Ithaca, New York. Jonathan is 6'1", approximately 210 pounds. He may be wearing an olive green knit beanie and has a 3-inch B tattoo on his left upper arm. And then she had this to say about her son. Again, Jonathan is still missing, but she does have a small update.
Good morning. My name is Nicole Gates St. Martin, and my son Jonathan DiAgostino, who's 20 and about 6'1" and 210 pounds, has been missing since last Sunday, September 6th, around 7:20 in the morning, is when he was last seen. They found his vehicle at Buttermilk State Park in upstate New York, Ithaca. And I want to thank everybody. I can't tell you how meaningful all of the prayers and the outpouring and the mom love. And I know this is every parent's worst nightmare. And my heart breaks for him right now, knowing that your son is suffering. And in one of his letters, he wrote about the state of affairs the world's in right now and how he's really disappointed on how people treat each other. So I ask today, please give your kids hugs, treat everyone kindly, just be kind.
So let's do our thing here for Nicole and for Jonathan. All right, so just to reiterate, the missing person's name is Jonathan or John DiAgostino. He's a 20-year-old man from upstate New York. He's been missing since September 6th, 2025, after last being seen on. Now, this is just in the research that I've done in local news reports because this has made local reports. There is a search effort for John right now. but he was last seen leaving the Ithaca college campus at about 6:30 in the morning. Later that same day, John's vehicle was found abandoned at the lower section of Buttermilk State Park in Ithaca, New York, and authorities also discovered his cell phone inside the car along with a handwritten note inside the vehicle that, according to reports, indicated self-harm. I can't imagine what Nicole is going through right now. He may be in the midst of a mental health crisis and feels like he's unable to seek help on his own. So the public was officially notified on September 10th of 2025, obviously 2020, when the New York State Park Police issued a formal missing persons alert urging community cooperation. This is where we need each other here. And as of today, which is the 17th, John has not been located and the search remains active. He is a white male, approximately 6'1" tall, and he weighs about 210 pounds. At the time of his disappearance, he had a shaved head, a dark beard, and a full mustache. He was last seen wearing blue jeans, a gray sweatshirt, a green knit cap, and which was described as like an olive green color. And then he has the bee tattoo, which is described as about 3 inches of size on, I pointed here, but it's actually here on his left upper arm, which is a key detail that can help confirm sightings, particularly if he is found like disoriented or anything like that. Photographs of John have been released by his mother and by investigating agencies, showing him smiling. God, he's got such a beautiful smile, and wearing that very green knit hat, which can aid in public recognizing him. The primary search area right now is Buttermilk Falls State Park, specifically the lower section where John's vehicle was discovered. This state park is massive. We're talking about 800 acres of very rugged terrain, steep gorges, dense forests, and a lot of like cliffside paths, right? So this is going to make search efforts very challenging. There is a very coordinated multi-agency effort underway right now, led by the New York State Park Police in collaboration with other agencies like New York State Police, New York State Forest Rangers, Tompkins County Sheriff's Office, Ithaca Police Department, and then a lot of volunteer search groups. They're deploying canine search units, from what I've read, drones for aerial surveillance or like inaccessible zones like the cliffs and all the thick forests that are in this park. And these kinds of tools are critical for covering all of this very vast terrain quickly but thoroughly. So how can you help? Of course, that's why I'm here. Call to action. The success of this search right now very heavily depends on community involvement. And so, of course, let's talk about what we can do. Review your security footage if you're in this area. If you happen to be watching, again, I know we're in a small community, but every little thing that we can do, let's do it. Residents, buildings, institutions near Ithaca College, place called the Commons, and along routes, any routes to Buttermilk State Park. Please, you're urged to check any camera footage from September 6th forward. And of course, report any sightings immediately. If you see anyone matching John's description anywhere, New York or otherwise, right now we're talking about anywhere, especially though in Ithaca, central New York, or near any of these wilderness areas, do not assume that it's not him. Like, call or text the following numbers. New York State Park Police, 607-387-7081. And then there are additional tip lines at 419-921-2615 or 315-727-4764. If you're in these unusual areas, right? Wooded edges, trails, under bridges, behind buildings, he might be hiding or unable to communicate due to, the fact that maybe he is in a mental crisis right now. He needs help. He needs a community to rally around him. College campuses in that area and young people might even notice things that we don't, right? So encourage these students in these areas, if you're from or live in these areas, to stay alert and report anything unusual that they might see. And then, of course, please just share widely. Even though it's just us, sharing. It all branches out, and just disseminate this information all across social media, all across community boards, all across your text messages, school networks. The broader the reach here, the greater the chance of a sighting and of someone seeing John. Um, and then, of course, I can't end this without underscoring the importance of addressing mental health crises with compassion and urgency. If you or someone you know is experiencing emotional distress, please call or text 988, which is the suicide and crisis hotline. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's free. It's confidential. And if you're in this area and you're experiencing anything like this, the Ithaca College community members can contact counseling and psychological services at 607 274 3136. John is someone's son, as we just saw. He's probably many people's friend. He may be in danger and he may be unable or scared to reach out for help. His family is enduring unimaginable pain right now, not knowing where he is or not knowing his fate. We are not sharing news stories, right? This is just something I came across on TikTok that compelled me to share it. And this is your call to action. Okay. Check your cameras, look around, share this, talk to your neighbors, search a trail if you're in that area. If you see John or if you have any information whatsoever, call 607 387 7081 right now. Let's not wait. Let's not just assume that someone else will act. Let's bring John home for John and for Nicole. You guys, please stay safe. Keep asking questions. Keep unraveling. Love you.